Ready? Right. We are now ready to shoot again. Yes, Mr. Marius. Welcome to the reasons of the ital. Right down here at my friend Marius. I think today we'll reason a bit about the Rasta man and what it is to be a Rasta man. Well, and to discuss some of the reasonings of Rasta, how one come to be Rasta and all this thing. Well, I suppose I did explain that because I was born in Jamaica. I first heard about Rasta before I come to England. You know, it was actually in England, right here in Oldham, that I come to understand the fullness of what it is to be Rasta. Now, a lot of people is always asking, who is the leader, where is there seems to be no central leadership within Rasta, because you find that Rasta, even though it's a religious movement, it's not a religious movement like Christianity or any other religious movements. Because like I explained before, those movements you have to join. You understand? You go and see a imam and say a few words and a Muslim, or you go and see a priest and get baptized and you are now a Christian in whatever denomination of Christianity you choose to join. But with Rasta, you don't join no one. Well, I never did. When I decided that I was going to be a Rasta, it was a decision that I take on my own. You understand? I decided that, now I'm going to be Rasta. So you find out then that to a man like me, Rasta literally means the freedom to decide for yourself. Just like how the Creator created us and give us the freedom to decide. So that's exactly what I man take a Rasta man to be. A man who freely decide for himself what is right and what is correct, irrespective of what anyone else want to say, be mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, friends or enemies. The Rasta man is a man who, while he is living here on earth, is the man who is going to decide what is wrong for him and what is right for him, because that is his freedom. That is his God-given choice as far as I'm concerned. So that is what a Rasta man is. Now, I am a Rasta man that follow Rastafari. Now, you could just say I'm a Rasta man that follow God or Allah, or the light or the way or the truth. I just use the name Rastafari because I understand the name Rastafari perfectly well. And like I explained to in previous reasoning before, the name Rastafari simply means the one. But unlike the name of I am, Allah, Jah, God, the light, the way, like I keep telling people, the name Rastafari to me, because I'm a soldier from the 9th level, the name Rastafari to me is a fullness, because it contains 9 letters. So in this time, just like we're sitting here, we are in a time of digital television, where our digital sound, where sound are more clearer, television picture more clearer. So in other words then, if you imagine God was a television, well, he's been showing all the time. But now because of high definition, God revealed himself more clearer. Hence the name that a Rasta man like me use Rastafari. Because like I keep telling you humans, the name Rastafari contain 9 letters, and at the end of it comes the I, which is the one. Now that stands for the one universe, because this universe is one. Stand for the one planet Earth, because Earth is one. Now on the planet Earth you have one race of people living, human beings. They do not realize this. Well, yeah, they are one. You know, they come in many different colors, but the spirit is one. And within all you human beings is the terrible and dreadful one, Rastafari. Now, if you are not comfortable with that name, Rastafari, it will be better if you use the name Conscience. Because to a Rasta man like me now, God is not up in the heavens. God is actually dwelling within you. Be you a male or a female. You know what I mean? So, while you are spending your time, as an example then, as a Rasta man, while people are, even some Rasta man are saying, oh, we should read the Bible and read a chapter a day. You know what I mean? And some people are busy jumping in the Ganges, or going to Mecca, or going to other holy place, Stonehenge, or wherever they have holy site, and they are busy outside of themselves searching for God. A serious 9th grade Rastaman don't do anything like that. We search within ourselves and talk to God all the time, regular, because I know that God is a part of me, as well as a part of you, but you might not realize this. You know what I mean? And like, to go over things again, you are not going to realize this if you spend your time on this earth living bad against your fellow human being. You know, understand? You know what I mean by living bad? Stealing, robbing, hating, jealousy, failing to control your sexual, all those kind of things. Well, you ain't going to realize God knowing this. Now, as a Rasta man, and a black man as well, even though I think people should understand the word paradox. Paradox is a situation that seems to be so, yet it's not so. Or seems to be so when you know, that kind of a thing. So, let us talk about, because to be a Rasta man still, it's like you have to repatriate back to Africa. Now, if any black man or black woman is listening, don't get startled. I don't mean that you have to move back to Africa and live. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are still on the planet Earth when we are in England or Jamaica or anywhere. You know what I mean? So you don't literally need to, if you have money and you feel like going to Africa, fair enough. But what I'm saying, you don't need to actually move there. But you actually need to repatriate the mind. You understand? To get an understanding of who you are as a black man in this time, so you can know where you're going. Because unless you repatriate the mind back to Africa, then all you got stored up in your mind is what was poor in it before you leave out of Africa. You see what I mean? Because obviously when our ancestors come over to the West, all their language and whatever it is that their tradition was removed, and it was replaced by Western way of thinking and doing things. So if you know your history then and realize that we are a people who was taken away from a place, yeah, then you need to repatriate the mind back to this place, to put the mind in a state before it knew anything about Christianity. Yeah, because Christianity is only 2,000 years old, they tell me that Islam is another 1,800 years. So Africa has been going on a long time. You see what I mean? before these forces come into play. So when I, as a Rasta man, repatriate my mind to Africa, just like I tell people, I have a gorilla mind. I'm not even a monkey man, I'm a gorilla. So when I recover my gorilla mind from Africa now, this is how it works now. You find out, so now I am now in full understanding that it was the Creator that created me. And if there is a Creator who's got any intelligence, surely He couldn't create others and give them intelligence and not me. So I find out that no, you have your intelligence. Never mind what others are saying. You know what I mean? So now I am free now, having recovered my gorilla mind, to think clearly without any obstruction or any partiality or anything like that. Now, to do all those things as well, you know, this is why I tell you, remember the word paradox. You first have to understand yourself, love yourself as a black man, and accept that you are black with your big black ugly nose, you know, your curly wool in here, whatever they create. First you get to love yourself like that. Yeah? That is the first stage. The second stage is to realize that you're not a black man. You see, that's why I say you must remember the word paradox. You see, because what is actually, what I mean by that, you have to accept, you're going to realize that you're not a black man, is that, yes, your body is black and you should be proud of that body, because that is your body. If you don't love your body, who is going to love you? You understand? But then you must move beyond the body to understand that you're a spirit. You understand? So it's like, let's imagine that black people was your family. Eh? So then you must learn to love your family. But then your family alone is not the only family on the planet, is it? So love is not a thing that is one-sided, is it? That means the way love operates, you couldn't just love your family alone. Because, yeah, well, you could, but that love would be selfish love. Or what we call partial love. That wouldn't be one love. You understand what I mean? So to reach one love, you have to break from beyond the family. You have to break out of your family band, you know what I mean? None of this business about blood thicker than water where truth and right is concerned. You understand? Because if you don't break that family band, you will be exactly that. Blood is thicker than water. Then that way you will support your brother no matter what wrong they do against somebody else. You understand? So you have to break out of that. Now, when you break out of that now, you join what we call the human family. You know what I mean? Everything that I'm saying about the black man, you know, should be proud of his black body and his black nose. The white man should do the same, proud of himself. As a white man, that's how God created him and love himself. You know what I mean? We should love ourselves as just like the way that God created us. You know what I mean? And just like how I was saying before, why some people want to wear wig to look like European, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're not proud of yourself. But you shouldn't be doing it. It's more you're more or less abusing your own self when you do such things. But when you break out of that your family, I'm using your race as your family. When you break out of that now, you join what we call the human family. Because when you know yourself, not only as a black body, but as a spirit, you are able to penetrate all other human beings. You understand? It's as if you take the clothes off, which is the body, of course. And once you take the clothes off, the whiteness or the blackness disappear from them. Because they're only spirit. Yeah, well, this is where you have to reach. to be a Rasta man. You know what I mean? We have a thing in Rasta where we say livity. Livity means that the truth is not something that you think about or imagine about. It's something that you have to live. So a typical example would be then you have to live without stealing from people. I don't say you have to do this all your life, you know, because no man was born, well, we was born perfect, but we get corrupted, and due to that corruption, in between growing up, we end up all doing wrong. You know what I mean? But if we continue doing wrong all our life, we'll never know Rasta anyway. What it is to be Rasta. So only those who make a change, you understand, to their way of living. You see, so Rasta is not, it doesn't matter if you kill 1,000 man before. This is how God operate. It doesn't matter the amount of man that you've killed. Yeah? You can still turn to God. Because the men that you imagine that you've killed are not dead. Because what God create, no boy destroy. You understand? So it's just a matter of waking up tomorrow and realizing fully that what you are doing, killing people, is wrong. And you understand that you change your ways. And in any case, if you have a man like that, say you have a man who kill 100 man, and tomorrow he realize God fully, he will work for God more fervently than one who has never killed anybody. You know, he would feel that he'll have to make up for all them wrongdoings that he's done. You know what I mean? So those who do the worst crime, when they turn to God, they are more fervently into God than the ones that never commit such more sins. You know what I mean? So what man call the sins or the misdeeds can be corrected at any moment. You know what I mean? Forgiveness, what they call forgiveness. I would say if you are looking for forgiveness, don't pray for it. Just stop the wrongs that you're doing and do what is right and correct. You know what I mean? But don't go about praying for forgiveness. Another thing that Rasta use, and I find brings a lot of misconception then, is the term Babylon. You know what I mean? Because we are in England now, and many people will imagine that England is Babylon, or America is Babylon, or wherever is Babylon. Babylon is not the earth. Let's get this straight. The place that they call in England or America, that is Earth, planet Earth. You know what I mean? Because even though I tell you I have to go back to Africa, you know what I mean? I am not just dealing with Africa, I deal with the oneness. So I'm dealing with the one Earth, no matter where I am. You know what I mean? No matter where I am on Earth, I am dealing with Earth. Because I'm an Earth man. No, so Babylon to me is not the Earth. No, it's not the earth, Babylon. It's not the birds and the trees and the animals and all. Those things are never Babylon. It's not the ocean. It's not the river, is it? You know? It's not the fresh air that you breathe. You know what I mean? It's nothing like that. Babylon is a state of mind. You get that? Babylon is a state of mind. Now, what state of mind would we call Babylon? Well, that state of mind, break it down, and is the negative state of mind. That state of mind that is greedy, selfish, spiteful, prejudice. You know what I mean? Just greedy for money and want to exploit. That is what we call Babylon. So when I and I say you for burn down Babylon, or man for burn down Babylon, I'm actually even referring to my own self. That I must burn down the Babylon mentality from out of my mind. You know what I mean? Which technically I've done that in a way by reverting back to Africa, or what I call reverting back to childhood to recover the innocent state of mind that I once had as a child. You know what I mean? Because every child was born innocent, and this innocency was recorded on your black box. You know, the memory. The black box, just like I keep rapping on about, is because Rastafari is the super duper. You understand? Super duper. There's nothing in the universe that is smarter than God. You know, God is smart. So he's the one that showed me now that, yeah, can't you see that I've put a black box in all human beings? It's called a memory. It's like, just like how Marius is videoing me reasoning with you. Yeah? Just the same way in you. Memory is recording, videoing all your little deeds. That means, you know, any little deeds, what you call secrets, memory record that. So you have some people on the planet, where I call them, I would exploiters. They're still our brothers, you know, even the bad man is our brother. We are all brothers and sisters, but some of the brothers have decided to exploit the world and its resources. So now they are hiding the knowledge of how they are doing this from their fellow man. So, you know, and doing things in secret and hide it. Well, that is perfectly easy. Hide as much as you want from me. But you shouldn't worry. You should not be worried about keeping secret from men. Who are men? You should be worried about keeping secret from your own memory. See if you can do that. Because that is what is videoing your little dirty deeds, what you're doing. And don't think that God put this memory in you to video you for no reason. You know what I mean? Because God don't do anything without reason. Trust me, everything in God's creation is perfectly legit. And this camera that is in you is legit. You know what I mean? So, what is the point of you dodging in your little hole, claiming that you're a Mason, Illuminati, or you belong to Bilderberg group, or, you know, any little secret societies that you are in? There is no secret that you can hide from God. Are you crazy? You know what I mean? But human beings do it anyway. Because they don't believe, even though conscience is talking to them all the time, they don't take it for real. You know, they don't believe that this is actually a real intelligence, just like you would look and you see a man. You know what I mean? They think that, oh, it's just a feeling. You know what I mean? And the reason for this in general, then, I'll report the matter then, because I'm a 9th grade soldier. Human beings, yeah, they feel conscience, or they hear it, but they cannot confirm what it is. But I, Rastafari, as a 9th grade soldier, can confirm to you that what these human beings call conscience is the supreme intelligence itself, Rastafari. Yeah. And this intelligence has been dwelling in man from way back down, you know, from whenever man step on this planet. And that this intelligence is the master and teacher of all. Now, this is not something that I believe, you know, because when you believe something, you don't know it. You understand? If you believe your mother is next door, no, you sitting here believing, you have to go and have a look. So, 9th grade soldiers don't bother with belief. You understand? Believe is something that we live about 1,000,000 trillion miles down the road on our way to the 9th grade. So, having arrived up there now, we deal with knowing. So, when I am telling you then that conscience or whoever is God and it dwell within all human beings, this is not a matter of believing, you know, or feel it might be so. I know this. You understand? Because like I tell you, others might feel conscience or hear it. But I have seen the terrible and dreadful one himself. Just like I keep repeat. I think I repeated this before, innit? To make it clear, you know what seeing mean. You have your ears and you hear something, eh? So when you hear something, you know you hear something. Eh? And when you feel, you got your body, you feel something. And when you see these are eyes. And this is a cup. So you see the cup, or I'm looking at you. So yes, for a brief, if you want to call it a second, I did see the living one that dwell within all human beings. So because I have seen the one now, I am not 100% certain like I'm telling you. Not 100. I am actually 300 billion trillion % certain that the I dwell in you. And a lot more big figure than that as well. Apart from that 300 million trillion, you could actually add another 600,000 trillion billion zillion % certain that the one is dwelling within all human beings. And it is the one who teach all human beings who come out a woman. Be Jesus, Muhammad, no matter who they want to say the great man was. It is my master, because I know the master himself personally. Otherwise, you could not get to the 9th grade without knowing the master. And if any man or woman is listening to me speaking and think, oh, he's bragging or he's showing off, you cannot brag in God or show off in God, otherwise you'll never reach. Because God readeth the heart and soul of all human beings. He knows their desire and intentions. So if the desire and the intention is not pure and clean within the being, you could never approach the 9th grade anyway. That's why I was saying in the talk, remember, paradox. You see, because some thought that you think is showing off or big-headed. I don't deal in showing off and big-headedness. Why would I want to do that? I'm only stating the truth, the fact. So if I say to any human being that, I man is a bad soldier, I'm speaking the truth because I am. I'm deadly because I am working with the one. So that means I am not only a teacher here on earth, but anywhere within the universe. You see me? Because I am a dangerous soldier. Just like I tell you, in God's army, you have, just like the regular army, regular soldiers in God's army. And then you have the elite force. The elite. You know what I mean? Those kind of soldiers are a bit lunatic. They don't know nothing about God. But I say they don't know nothing. I say they don't know nothing but God. You understand? Their mind don't operate anywhere else. They don't. Everything they smell or think about is just God. You understand? This is where you become intoxicated by God. Then, you know, like our alcoholic or a drug addict. They drink up the alcohol and they just become intoxicated, so they don't know what they're doing. This is how the elite soldier, a soldier like me then. Yeah, we drink up God so much now that we don't know nothing else but God. You understand? So, in the creation, anywhere in the creation, there's all kind of beings created everywhere, all matter of form. Where you want to call them saints, prophet, and angel and all those kind of things. But, as a Rasta man, like I tell you before then, put it this way then. I do not look down on any being, because I know that I am better than no being. But in the same way, I do not look up to any being, because I know no being is better than I. All being have to look I directly in the eye, as an equal human being. So, we don't really bow to angel or anything like that, or archangel or whatever, because I and I only deal with God Himself. You understand? We don't deal with Jesus, we don't deal with Muhammad or the Buddha. Of course, they are my brother. So I hear what they have to say, what people say, they say. And if it's correct, of course I take that on board. But I don't go following them. You understand? Because I don't follow man. I don't follow man that come out of a woman. I follow conscience. You understand? Which is what these people, alright, put it this way, we call it the self. Or I follow the higher self, using another word for God then, the higher self. But when you explain to somebody that you are following yourself, they are thinking that you are following your own ego. You know, no, but the ego and the self is two different things. The self is not personal. It's impersonal. Understand? So that means this self is in everybody. And that is what we call the higher self. Well, the higher self is just Rasta same here, you know. But God have many different names, like I tell you. So you can be easy with conscience, the higher self. Rastafari, God, the truth, whatever please you. Because it is not the name of God that is of any importance. It's what you are doing. Are you living it? Yeah? Are you living on this planet? When you live, you have to live in a community. And in the community, there's women and men and whoever is living there. That's our community. And you live in that community. Is your record clean? Have you been stealing and robbing and keep having affair and sexing here and there, and you know what I mean? Or have you thought to yourself that no, I was born for a purpose. There is reason in life. I need to understand why I'm on this planet Earth. Is there any meaning in it? Is there any, have you drive these questions to yourself? You understand? Have you searched out? Because many people don't do these things. They are too busy enjoying life. You know what I mean? Having sex and going on holiday, partying and all these things while they're young. When they should be, I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy yourself, because I enjoy myself as well, when I was enjoying myself. But I'm saying, at the same time, you don't have to just go all the way through life. Because at the same time, I would say I pull up, like I tell you, I pull up when I was 27, 3 9s. That is when. But previous to 27, I was a wild man, you know what I mean? Having sex here, there and telling all manner of lies and drinking and I wasn't a thief anyway, I never thief people thing. But yeah, at that time I never had my sexual center under control. And that is one of the most important thing in a being to control. Anger and all those things are bad as well. I'm not saying you shouldn't control them, but I'm saying the sexual energy. Can you imagine, Samson was the strongest man on earth, Nobody could defeat him. And what happened? Delilah. So it's a sex thing. That's what I mean, defeat him. They said Solomon was the wisest man and he never knew the secret of a woman. You know what I mean? And for all I'm hearing, it looked like it was Eve who tempted Adam. But if Solomon was the wisest man and he never knew the secret of a woman, I know the secret of a woman. Because I know the secret of all, whether you are a man and woman. No big secret about you, woman. The only secret it is that conscience dwell within you. And maybe you don't know this. That's what you need to know. No secret about nobody. The only secret there is in human being is that conscience is in them. And they should realize this. You know what I mean? And that where the male and the female is concerned. In fact, a male is a male himself, like me. Me now. I am half man and half woman. You know that? So I have my father's half and my mother's half. And these two are supposed to be balanced. The male principle with the female principle. You understand? So that means I am as soft as the wind, but as hard as my walking stick. Hard and soft together. You know what I mean? But you find in this world now that we have an imbalance. Because the male is the one who is dominating the runnings. On that level, and the woman is like sitting on a seesaw. So now, instead of it like that, it's like that. You understand? We create an imbalance. But this imbalance is running in ourselves. Because not only is the male unbalanced because he hasn't balanced the male and female principle within himself, the woman hasn't done it either. She's just relying on her femininity, emotional then, because emotional state more cry, but just like how the man is supposed to get in touch with his feminine side to soften him then from this hard, because he's hard iron, so you need that feminine side in him to balance the hardness within him. The woman who represents the softness need the hardness to create her balance within herself. You understand? So you find that both male and female are lost. You know, they look into each other for love and comfort. But you're not going to find love by looking for a man or a woman. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can find love with a man and a woman, but you won't find it the correct way until the woman, because you know these things from experience. The woman have to know God, and the man have to know God. Now, if two people like that meet, you have a lasting relationship, because none of them will be lying and cheating. Because they would have been taught by God. Once they are following God, they follow God. Because God don't deal with stealing, lying, and deception and those things. So if you are following God, you start practicing God attributes then, as it was, faithfully, willingly, truthfully, honestly, dedicatedly. You understand? That's once you following God, that's how you do the thing. You don't step back an inch. So if you are like that, and your woman is like that, because she know God, and God, you know what I mean, God, because God is going to teach you now how to love. Because it is only God who know how to love truthfully. You know what I mean? The real love, one love. Understand? But the way how they have love now. So if such a couple then, imagine you have two couple like that now. The man knows God, the woman knows God. And they are in love. They will never hate next door. Oh no, they will be trying to show next door how to reach one love. They won't hate no human being on the planet. They'll be trying to show them how to love. But these people now, they fall in love and they're still hating people, you know what I mean? And you have some people who they love their family, but they hate other people. You know what I mean? So they have a little, what you call a little aspect of love, but only for themselves. So you find out that they can just show selfish love, but they cannot show what the Rasta would call one love. You understand? One love is like, say, alright, I man is from Africa, then. But Africa is only a part of the earth. So I don't just love Africa, I love the whole earth. One earth. You see what I mean? I don't just love African people. I love the whole earth. Why? Because I'm a follower of Rastafari. And God love everyone. So I have to go on like how God go on. So God operate like when him shine the light of the sun, him shine it for all. Him don't just shine it for some black and some white. You know what I mean? All. So you have to be like that as well. If you want to be arrive at the 9th degree, you imitate Jah. You know what I mean? So you know that Jah is dealing with one love. So you have to love the whole earth. You have to love the one people that's on the earth. You have to love the one planet. You know what I mean? And everything is in one love. That is how God is. Now, if you are trained by God, say like me now, I am a complete idiot. That's what I say to myself. When I say I'm an idiot, I mean I'm an idiot where school qualification and education is concerned. Because I haven't got any. I haven't got no spiritual qualities either. You know, I am not a clairvoyant or a prophet. I don't have nothing like that. So I don't have any this qualification that way in the physical form or even in the spiritual form. You know what I mean? Because I'm not concerned about that. I am just concerned about the here and now, the immediate now, where you live. Understand? So all I am concerned about is living honest. Like I repeat before, I don't sit and meditate. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes you relax and you think to yourself, well, I don't have no posture that I sit and meditate in. I don't go and pray at no special time. And I don't do nothing. But I might pray more than the man who's praying though. You see what I mean? Because it's more of a levity. And I meditate, and I will be in a state of meditation more than the man who is meditating as well. Because you live that way. And meditation is not as difficult as people thinking. Everyone is meditating. The criminal is meditating. You know? Yeah, right now he's planning his next job. He sit up all night, all days. He's thinking about his plan, how he's going to work and what he'll. That is good meditation. That's what meditation is. Something that occupies your mind full time every day. Well, if you switch it around and you just, you was a man who love what is right, you love what's honest, you love what's truth, you know, you love integrity and all those things, you know, instead of gold and all. Well, and every day when you wake up, you after a while your mind will be set that way. So after a while, all you can think about is what is good, what is clean, what is honest, what is truthfulness. You ignore all those other things about money and all them things. You fully now occupy thinking about this. So like I tell you, your mind will become set that way. So then you're in a permanent state of meditation. You see, you don't have to sit. So all if you go to a football match and there was 150,000 people and they was all screaming and making up noise, your mind will still be in that state, you know, of meditation. There can be no distraction by any outside, you know what I mean, because this mind is now set on the permanent thought of goodness. So you don't have to sit and get in touch with God. You know what I mean? Like some people are trying to get closer to God, and if you get closer to God by doing simple things. You know what I mean? Like stop lying and stop stealing, stop hating, stop lusting. These are the things that are going to get you closer to God. Purification of one negative mind. You know what I mean? Like I said, just like we said before, treat your mind like a garden. Now you imagine, like I'm telling you, yeah? A garden is supposed, everyone know how beautiful a garden look when you have nice flowers growing in that garden, yeah? And that is what the mind is supposed to be like, because it's fertile ground, the mind, yeah? So you have to treat your mind like a beautiful garden. No. Weeds are not supposed to be growing in gardens because eventually they will strangle those lovely flowers. So a gardener is supposed to be very attendant to his garden. You understand? So it's up to you now to be very vigilant within the mind against weeds. Weeds now are selfish behavior. I don't have to keep repeating that, you know, weeds are lying and hating and lusting and chasing after paper. Paper is money. I always call money paper. That's what it is. Our gold and diamond, metal or stone, and killing your brother to get it. You know what I mean? Because trust me, I repeat this again over and over. All the diamond that God put in the earth at the beginning of time is still here. You can't take it anywhere. So you know how many people kill each other for it, claiming that it was theirs. They've been dead long time, and death has reached them so many times, and then some other fools was born and they come and they said it was theirs, killing one, and all them has died. The diamond is still here. The gold is still here. You cannot take anything when you are going to leave. These people should have a discussion with death. Yeah, you should go and have a discussion with the master death, and he will explain the runnings to you, what you can do and what you cannot do when you're here. When he come for you, which he will, okay, he be coming for me as well, I know, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But when he come for you, you won't be able to carry anything from the material world. That's what I'm trying to tell you. From now while you're living,